Ooh, so much Ben and Jen news. I mean, nothing earth-shattering, but it really is, we're seeing all these tabloid stories come out about, why they broke up, why they, it was his fault, it's her fault. So some of the ones we've seen recently are just that it all started on their honeymoon.
Yeah, well, allegedly Ben started second-guessing their marriage at the honeymoon, which seems a little interesting because I would be like, is that the first indication he had that Jennifer Lopez was high maintenance? I mean, like
that he was shocked at the paparazzi.
Was he, though?
I don't know.
I don't think he was. I think he's already dated her once.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he was getting into. So this whole idea that she's just too Hollywood for him seems a little suspect.
It does. And I forgot to tell our YouTube audience here that's going to be watching this Blinded by the Item podcast that we're at the Minnesota State Fair.
Yes.
If you're confused.
Well, and if you're listening and you're wondering who you hear in the background, that's the Minnesota State Fair. So welcome to all of you listening.
Yes. And shout out to everybody in the comments that are saying that we don't have to call Princess Catherine Kate, or we don't have to call her Princess Catherine. We can call her Kate Middleton. Those people, I'm there for them. So,
all right, awesome.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Also, another little word before we get to blind items about Ben and Jen. He apparently had engraved on her ring, not going anywhere, which is a little... That's not.
Yeah, well, it turned out he didn't want to go anywhere, which is maybe part of the reason why they're breaking up.
True. Because
he didn't want to go to all the fancy places, all the red carpets, all the movie premieres, all the concerts, all the expensive Italian vacations. Perhaps it was all just a bit much for Ben.
Maybe it was very specific to the ring not going anywhere, because we found out she's keeping that engagement ring, and it's getting added to the $17 million collection of engagement rings she now has.
What?
There's going to be a
$17
traveling
million.
exhibit of Jennifer Lopez's traveling engagement rings.
Oh my God, the sisterhood of the traveling engagement rings.
Seen that picture with Tom Brady and all his championship rings? That's going to be her and all her engagement rings.
Oh my gosh. Maybe she can just melt it down into one big medallion. I don't know.
A $17 million medallion.
Yeah.
I just love the idea that the ring is engraved with not going anywhere. She's like, this ring ain't going anywhere. It's
That's right.
Exactly right.
Mike, is it really $17 million worth?
The ring was, I believe, 5, but she now
the rings
adds
together.
Yes,
This
it was called a green diamond.
She's had more than one.
And she's had plenty of engagements.
Man, that's fantastic. She could buy another house with that. Oh well. Okay,
or put
Mike.
a down payment at least, because she's got expensive taste in houses.
She sure does. She likes to buy like a big Costco and then just make it into a house. Yeah.
Let's do some blind
Mike.
items.
Let's do some blind items. Yep.
Live from the Minnesota State Fair.
Live. We got blind items on a stick. And here we go. Let's get it started here with this one. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's just pure jealousy or not, but this permanent A-list actress from an acting family is being relentless behind the scenes to try to get the remake of one of her movies killed. She specifically doesn't want the illiterate actress in the role.
Oh.
So again, we've got a permanent A-list actress from an acting family is being relentless behind the scenes to get a remake of one of her movies killed.
Oh.
She specifically doesn't want the illiterate actress in the role.
Okay.
Permanent A-list actress.
Who should we start with, Mike? Do you think it'll be easier for us to get the illiterate actress?
I think that will be the easiest way. Again, illiterate, same first letter in her first name as her last name.
Okay. Uh-huh.
A-literate actress. And what is she? Mostly movies?
I wouldn't even say that. No.
Okay, so she's done TV and movie. Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Sydney Sweeney.
So I'm not sure if it's just jealousy or not, but this permanent A-list actress from an acting family is being relentless behind the scenes trying to get a remake of one of her movies killed. She specifically doesn't want Sydney Sweeney in the role.
So it's her remake. She's trying to get her remake killed?
Yeah, she doesn't want
A
a remake of the film she was made famous for.
It was a movie that she was in. It wasn't
Yes.
specifically like necessarily her movie. I don't think she's a producer of it or going to be getting any credit or getting any.
It's just weird that you would want your remake killed.
Well, it's a remake of a movie that she was in. Again, I don't know if it's specifically her
All right.
movie.
Yeah.
But she's from an acting family.
Yep. Permanent and long time actress.
Shakespeare in Love.
Nope.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone out in the audience got any ideas? Just yell them out. Drew Barrymore.
Incorrect. Good guess.
Good guess, though. Thank you for that. Let's see.
Kate Hudson.
Long
Good guess.
time permanent A-list actress from an acting
Permanent
family. Long time
A-list.
permanent A-list.
Permanent A-list.
Liza Minnelli.
Stop it.
No. Well, I mean, it's very
Liza
long
with
time.
a Z. She's trying to kill that Sydney Sweeney.
Maybe they want to redo like Cabaret or
Let
something.
me say
I don't know.
you actually older than Liza.
Older than Liza. Dame Judi Dench.
Older than Liza.
An iconic role for this permanent A-list actress from an acting family.
Oh,
And
no, that's not.
Sydney
No.
Sweeney was tied
I was going to say Bette
to
Midler.
the remake.
Barbara Streisand. No.
You actually got the very first part right.
Barbara.
Barbara
Well-
Billingsley.
Nope.
Barbara Eden.
The movie you got the first part right.
Oh.
Barbie.
Barbarella. Oh, Barbarella.
Margot Robbie?
No.
Oh, Jane Fonda.
You got it.
Good.
There you go.
We got there.
I don't
We
know
got
if it's
there.
just pure jealousy or what, but it sounds like Jane Fonda is doing everything she can behind the scenes to kill the remake of Barbarella.
Ooh.
She specifically
we
doesn't
talked about
want
this, yeah.
the illiterate actress Sydney Sweeney to be in that role.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Why?
I don't know.
You're not a huge fan of Sydney Sweeney, though.
I don't know. I just think, you make a big deal about your boobs, and there's other great boobs in Hollywood.
There's
you know?
other great boobs.
Have you
Put that on a
seen
bumper
Selma
sticker.
Hayek? She has the best boobs. Okay, so don't come along in your 20s and say you have the best boobs.
Oh, okay.
Selma Hayek
You
has
think
the
she's
best
too
boobs.
young with boobs?
I don't care. I just think to proclaim that you have the best boobs is a little presumptuous.
Oh, okay.
Was she proclaiming that? Did she say that, or is that what everyone
She's
else is
always
saying
said it.
about
She's
her?
like, I have the best boobs. My grandma says I have the best boobs. You know,
I mean, if your grandma says
your
it,
grandma better say you have the best boobs.
It's
If your
just-
grandma said Selma Hayek has the best boobs, it'd be kind of
I'd be
weird.
like, Grandma, why are you talking about boobs?
We used to call my grandma boobs.
Did you?
Yeah, because she would answer the door without her top on, which unfortunately is
Jesus Christ.
it's
Jesus.
true. My
Help us.
she answered, swear to God,
What?
the door, and in fact, in the
Topless.
retirement home, they were like, "Okay, we need you to have a talk with your grandma because
my
she's
God.
answering the door without her top on." Now she would have a bra on, but she was just going to the door with her bra. And they're like, the kid who's dropping off the medication
Doesn't want
doesn't wanna see Grandma's
that.
boobs.
Her state troopers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, good luck to her.
Good luck. She's dead. She's dead, dog.
Okay. Anyway, let's get us back on track. Thank you, Michael, for that.
let's move on from deceased grandmothers to this next blind item.
May
This
she rest in peace.
absolutely this A+/A list.
She had a sense of humor. It's fine.
Okay.
This A+/A list actor who's topless truly doesn't care about his ex making his life miserable. But when his A-list best buddy and this massive wannabe studio inform him that nobody wants to see his projects as a result,
Okay.
he is back to the traditional PR tricks he thought were beneath him. So again, this is an A+/A list actor who truly doesn't care about the fact that his ex is making his life miserable. But when it comes to his A-list best buddy and a massive wannabe studio informing him that no one wants to see his projects as a result, he's back to his traditional PR tricks that we thought were beneath him.
Okay.
Any
Let's
idea?
see.
A-list actor.
A+/A list actor.
A+ list actor. It's not. I mean, the first name that came to mind, of course, is Ben Affleck, but it's not.
It is not.
Oh, boy. This seems very broad. Can you narrow it?
How about like what kind of films does he direct? Comedies?
Does he direct?
I think we lost Mike. Oh,
Well, he just needed to put me back in the feed, I think.
oh, okay.
Does he
no.
direct comedies?
He has not directed a comedy that I'm aware of.
Is he like
Okay.
has he won an Academy Award?
He has not. I don't
That's a
believe.
great question.
I don't believe he's an Academy Award winner. Is he?
Okay.
Action films?
A little bit of everything. I think
little
technically,
bit.
actually, he has won an Academy Award.
Oh.
Technically.
Not.
Was he in the-
of course,
was
he
he
did. He did actually. He's won one for being behind the scenes. He won one for Best Picture, being a part of one. He's also won one for Best Supporting Actor. So I stand corrected.
Oh, wow. He's done a lot. Okay.
He's truly an A+/A-lister with an A-list best friend.
It's not Matt Damon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Matt Damon? Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Thinking of
and
an
who's
ex
his best
making-
friend?
George Clooney?
There you go.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then the Wannabe Studio,
Is
The Wannabe
the
Studio.
Wannabe
What's the-
Massive Studio.
Netflix?
A24?
Oh, A24, yeah.
Nope. Think of
Oh.
a studio that just keeps throwing all the money at everything they can to try to be known as one of the bigger studios, and it's having diminishing
Paramount
returns.
Plus? Disney?
Let's just say they don't need the money.
Universal?
A company that's worth all of those combined.
Oh.
Amazon?
Apple.
There you go.
Apple.
Let's fill in the blinds here. Brad Pitt truly doesn't care, and of course his ex, being Angelina Jolie, doesn't care that she is making his life miserable, so that's kind of why he's never really thought of getting in front of all this PR stuff that she's attacking him with. We're hearing that their kids are changing their name. He really doesn't care about that. That's happening. But when George Clooney and Apple tell him that nobody wants to see his projects as a result, he's back to his traditional PR tricks, like showing up at George Clooney's place, making sure the Pap's got plenty of pictures of that, and just being out and about and doing the PR stuff.
Okay. Well, I just don't think he cares that much, but that's just might be my bias.
What do you mean?
Like that he would care about publicity at this point. You know, I don't think Brad Pitt cares about publicity.
He's just like, whatever, I'm a rebel.
Yeah.
I'm a rebel, Dottie. I'm a loner.
Well, his new upcoming film, Wolves, again, I think the whole idea of the blind is that he doesn't care, but when George Clooney and Apple, the company that's paying him
They're like,
money, says, hey,
yes.
guess what? These projects aren't having people interested in them because of what you've got going on in your backstory,
Yeah.
in your real
You
life.
need to come up with something
You need to
else.
start doing something different.
Yeah, which is why, what was the headline that we saw?
Well-
Because they're together doing something.
They were in like Vanity Fair together, or I mean,
They were,
Wolves.
well, yeah,
is the
no,
movie.
No, I know they're in a movie together. I'm saying, but there are like headlines about them. Either they were traveling together.
He traveled to to George Clooney's place, and they're like hanging out.
Yeah,
Lake Como.
The Lake Como, yeah.
And there's like a whole spread. What was that, Vogue or Vanity
Yeah,
Fair?
something like that.
Yep.
One of those.
And they were like
magazines.
in a pool together, being all fancy.
Okay.
And this is also what
And hot.
when we found out that Wolves, the movie that they've got coming out, is going to be put to limited release. They're not going to have a wide release for this film.
Oh,
So it's going to be a limited release for a week, and then it's going to be available on Apple TV Plus. That's it.
Because they're just trying to keep making that happen.
Well, and because I don't think anyone's going to see it, they knew it wasn't going to do anything from a box office standpoint,
sure.
so they said we're just going to go limited.
that's weird. I
So-
would see it, but
You still can, but
Yeah, but you would see everything. You're a good moviegoer. Most people aren't
Oh.
going to get out for that.
okay,
Don't you think?
maybe.
at least that's what their projections were showing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why they went limited.
Is it
but
coming here? This is
I
just.
would have.
not-
I don't know. I would have to. Yeah, not sure on
I'll
that.
look that up on my own
Yeah,
time.
why don't you hit up the Goog?
I will say Brad Pitt's other Apple TV Plus project, that F1 movie that he's been working on for a while, that is
Yeah.
still going to be a wide release at this point.
Okay.
Is that
So,
the key on the keyboard?
the F1 key? Yes, it's
Yeah.
all about typing on a keyboard and definitely not about Formula One racing.
What does the F1 do?
Well, it looks like on my computer here, it raises the brightness on my computer.
Exciting.
Wow, a whole movie.
Let's do another blind item here, see if we can raise the brightness of this segment. We are nearing the announcement time for the halftime show for the big game.
Oh,
The plan was, it's always in early September. The plan was the rapper turned country singer along with this A-plus list country star. But given the last year for the latter, the league is too nervous to commit to him. So they are likely going to have that former name, the rapper turned country singer, join the large pastry and the permanent A-list singer who is always a sure thing and has roots in the area.
Oh, okay.
So we're trying to figure out who's doing the halftime show.
Is this is the one they want to stay away from Morgan
Jelly
Wallen?
roll.
The one they want to stay with is away from is Morgan Wallen, and yes, the large pastry.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
The large pastry.
You still have two more people to figure out.
Oh,
Yeah. So the
plan is
country singer. It's not Willie Nelson.
An A-list rapper turned country singer.
Oh. Okay.
Audience might be able to get that.
Is
one
that Jamie's been listening to that album?
Yep.
Okay.
So have I.
Post Malone.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
So and then now we also have a permanent A-list singer who is always a sure thing and has roots in the area.
What the area being, where is the Super Bowl going to be?
That's just, if I give that away, I mean,
Oh, I see. So is it Nashville?
it's not.
Isn't it Atlanta?
Nope, it's a popular spot for the Super Bowl.
Vegas.
Chicago?
Nope.
Detroit.
A southern location that often hosts the Super Bowl.
Oh, is this
Memphis.
the Buccaneers Stadium?
Nope. It's in Louisville, or it's in Louisiana. Louisiana.
Oh,
Louisiana.
the Saints Stadium.
There you go.
So that would
Louisiana
be
Superdome. Or Mercedes-Benz.
So then we're talking about who's from down in Louisiana.
Permanent A-list singer.
You know,
Britney Spears.
I don't think so.
Britney Spears.
A sure thing for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Maya. No.
Permanent A-list singer performing at the Super Bowl.
Who's from Louisiana?
Who has roots in Louisiana.
Who's got anybody out in the audience now?
Roots in Louisiana. Singer.
Permanent A-list singer. Country singer?
Beyonce.
No.
No, she's
Beyonce.
Yes.
By the way, Beyonce's Houston.
She's from Houston.
She's from Houston, but her mom is Louisiana Creole, and
my gosh.
she's listened to her new music. She talks very highly about her
we just got
Louisiana
schooled.
roots.
Thank you so much.
Somebody's been watching the Beyonce movies.
I love Beyonce. Let's go ahead and fill in the blinds here as we are nearing the announcement time for the big game. The plan was Post Malone and Morgan Wallen, but it sounds like given the last year for Morgan Wallen, they are too nervous to commit. So likely they're going to be going with Post Malone, the large pastry, aka Jelly Roll, and Beyonce.
Okay, I think that's a great lineup.
Just like
That would be a
I
fun
want,
halftime
I
show.
want my musical name to be the large pastry.
Okay.
Because it just makes you think of something
What's your
yummy.
first album going to be? Baguette Bradley.
A croissant.
Croissant. Okay.
Remember when
I
Garth
want
when
pastry.
Garth went rock with Chris Gaines? Maybe Jelly
Gaines.
Roll can change up genres and go with large pastry.
Large pastry.
Yes.
My
I love
alter
it.
ego is large
I
pastry.
think somebody might figure it out that it's him, though, because the whole thing with Chris Gaines is that it was a secret.
Yeah, nobody knew.
That was so weird.
The secret
I
will
need
be-
to listen to that again. Chris Gaines album.
Do you though?
I don't have time.
That soul
Another
patch
blind item?
compared to that goatee, it just was, you couldn't recognize him.
Yeah.
So different. All right, let's do another blind item here. Let's move on to this one. Don't worry, darling. The PR team is not sorry. They knew exactly what they were doing. The project is trash. The creator of the project is trash. They're just attempting to steal headlines, divert from what the creator did, and turn up some interest for a film that might bring double digits its opening weekend, but probably not.
Whoa.
So
Have anything to do with Olivia Wilde, Florence Pugh, or Harry Styles?
I think they're alluding to that, saying that this is
Yeah,
maybe
don't
a
worry,
parallel situation to what we experienced during
Just
that.
as happened with Don't
Correct.
Worry, Darling.
I think
we
that's
had to
what the-
create all this drama around the movie.
The blind
well,
items-
that's
Oh, it's got to be.
it ends with
I
us.
used to do things with this guy. That's what it's called.
I used to do things with
What's
this
it
guy.
called?
It ends with us.
It ends
but
with
it's not.
us.
No, it's not that, because that movie's already out and it did
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
This
And by
movie,
all
according to the
accounts-
blind items, will not do double digits its opening weekend.
It will not.
Let me read it again. The PR
Okay.
team is not sorry. They knew exactly what they were doing. The project is trash. The creator of the project is trash. And they are just attempting to steal headlines, divert from what the creator did, and turn up some interest for a film that might make double digits its opening weekend.
Megalopolis.
There you go. Yes.
And what they're referencing is faking the reviews in the trailer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Mike?
I did. So yesterday,
It's confusing. Why don't you explain it?
So yesterday, during Blinded by the Item, we told you that Megalopolis came out with a trailer. And their whole theory around this trailer was to basically tell everybody, no, you don't get it. This is a misunderstood masterpiece. It's actually very great, but you're just maybe not as genius as other people are and probably don't understand it. And they alluded to movies like The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, and Dracula having terrible reviews.
Yeah.
And they actually used quotes from real life critics for those reviews.
Oh.
We talked about that.
Yes.
5 hours later, we heard a report that those reviews actually weren't associated to those critics. Or in one case, it was a clip from, I think it was Ebert. They used a line that he used for Dracula.
Ebert? Oh, my God.
And the line he actually said was pulled from his review of Batman.
Yeah.
So they're pulling quotes from
that's
other
really
movies.
bad.
So they were trying to make a point with faulty information.
And then 2 hours later, Lionsgate admits, we did that. Sorry, we made a mistake.
At least
We
they
shouldn't have
admit
did
it.
that.
Oh, God.
I don't get
But you think it's all on purpose? So that
I
more
don't think
people
that.
will-
The blind
Okay.
items think that.
Okay. Right.
The blind
Sorry.
items think that this was all just, again, to create more hype around a film that
And they don't
nobody
care
will
at
go
this
see.
point.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
I
they're like,
honestly
"Doesn't
just think
matter."
they're like, it doesn't matter. Any conversation around this movie is going to put butts in seats, hopefully. Or at
Yeah.
least that's what they're banking on, whether it does or not.
Yeah. I think I want to go see it just to make sure that it's bad. You know? I like to see things that are predicted to be really bad. It's kind of fun, you know? So that I
for
can-
sure. I would totally see it. It does look interesting. And I don't think, here's the thing, like what somebody else tells us is a great movie. Great, that's their opinion, right? Like we
Exactly.
all have our own opinions when we go see something.
True.
The fact
It's
that
subjective.
the fact that people are expecting it to be horrible just makes it that much more, I don't know, fun to go see because who knows what you're going to end up seeing. I will say for the trailer looks interesting.
Yeah, it definitely
It's
does.
it's an interesting premise.
Yes, it is.
So why not?
And I guess if you had to have a choice of do you want to be known as the movie where your director went around and forced himself onto extras and kissed them, or the movie that used fake headlines, I think you'd want to be the latter rather than the former.
That's true. But thanks for reminding us.
Sorry, I just had to. I know there's an audience there, and it's kind of uncomfortable to hear that, but that's what happened with Mr. Francis Ford Coppola.
This audience has heard it all before. Don't
They-
they?
Of course, they're
This
blinded
is-
by the item. They know
that's
what's up.
Tour audience.
That's right. Except for
We do
there's
check
one little
IDs.
girl there.
No,
Whoops.
we check IDs.
Okay.
They're all over 18.
Oh, she's
Fine.
18?
Yeah.
And the baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
She's making some noise right now.
All right,
And dancing for us.
I think we got time for one more really
Okay,
quick
we'll
one. Let's
pay
do
attention.
one more really
Yes.
quick one. Here we go. It's another day, another controversy for this former A-list musician. I guess any attention that can be focused on an excuse to the record labels for a lack of a long-awaited second album is good attention. Another day, another controversy for a former A-list musician. I guess any attention to the record labels on why there's not a new album is good attention.
Okay.
Ooh, we've been
Is
talking
this-
about sophomore album for a long time.
Okay, that would be Cardi B.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Easy. Another controversy yesterday, apparently. It seems like every single day there's some sort of controversy that she has to talk about or has to
Let's talk about
respond to. Now, I will
Yeah.
say we did get a little bit of a tease. She told somebody in the comments, hey, if you give me this bag that I'm really looking forward to from France, I'll drop the cover of the second album.
This bag?
There was-
like a Birkin bag?
It was a weird story, long story, but there
It
was
was like, give me this bag.
She was like, I
I'll
really
give you
want
an
this
album.
certain type of bag. And then somebody says, I'm going to Paris. I'm going to go get this bag and find it for Cardi. And she says, if you do, I'm going to drop this second cover of the second album.
God, that's a way to
I
get
mean,
things.
yeah, you
Hey, we'll
gotta
do the
be
rest of
addicted
the
to
show if somebody
purses.
brings us food.
There you
Oh
go.
my God.
It works.
It'll work.
Are we going to do this tomorrow?
We should.
We should. Is that the time? Oh,
Yeah.
we're leaving. Oh my God, you guys. The show's already done, but we'll be back with more tomorrow in the way of blind items. Dawn,
Yeah.
tell all your friends to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. And the name of it is
Blinded
by the item.
Bye. Bye.
Blinded by the item.